very special edition of Lucha Review. Tonight is Halloween weekend and we are doing something that we have never done before. We're doing a watch along. We don't even have time for a promo today because of how big this episode is going to be. Tonight we're going to be watching Nosferatu.
Well, that was the plan, but unfortunately this movie put me to sleep twice. So, unless you're here to conduct a sleep study, I'll be giving this movie the usual Lucha Review treatment. For those of you who don't know, Nosferatu is the German, unauthorized film adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Our story begins after what feels like 20 minutes of music. When the music finally stops, Hutter, played by Willy Wonka, breaks into the Red Queen's Wonderland garden to pick some flowers for his girlfriend Ellen. Ellen was hoping the Candyman would bring chocolate instead, so she guilts him for killing the flowers. Hutter then reports to work, where his boss, Knock, played by Ebenezer Scrooge, is giggling like a schoolgirl over what he's reading off of whatever the fuck this is. It looks like Sam Raimi sent him an autographed page from out of the Necronomicon. After some brief sexual harassment, Knock speaks of a high-profile buyer named Count Orlok, who intends to buy real estate in Hutter's neighborhood. Knock is sure to point out that the buyer wants an empty house, which is peculiar to me because why in the hell would anyone want to buy a house that already has people living inside it? Hutter ponders this as well, but his thoughts are disturbed by further sexual harassment. As Knock pulls Hutter's hand to his groin, he explains how Orlok wants to review and sign all documents in the comfort of his Transylvania home. Without an HR specialist on hand, Hutter realizes he better get on this quickly. With the help of a coachman dangling a carrot on a fishing pole, Hutter's first stop is at an inn. The innkeeper, played by Wilford Brimley, warns Hutter that Count Orlok has type 3 diabetes, and it's highly contagious. Hutter laughs it off because he doesn't want to lose his job, and go figure, the one time it would have been helpful to keep a Holy Bible in the hotel room, we instead find an R.L. Stine book about vampires and werewolves and the like. Meanwhile, lurking about outside is a hyena, a creature not native to this land. Fast forward to Hutter's attempt to close the real estate deal with Count Orlok, who becomes distracted by a picture of Ellen and comments on how lovely her neck is. I'm totally going to start doing that at parties. Hutter closes the sale, and after moving all of his possessions into the new house in broad daylight, Orlok eventually starts staring at Ellen like Bill Cosby at a party in the 1980s. We then see the origins of Michael Jackson's famous Thriller dance, and Orlok makes his way into the house, slobbers over Ellen for several hours, and meets his demise when the rising sun illuminates the bedroom the next morning. The only sensible conclusion for this is that Ellen had fucking AIDS. Otherwise, there's no reason for Orlok to perish in the sunlight, not when he was just out in the sun the day before, hauling coffins loaded with dirt. I'll probably catch a little hell for being tough on a jobber that's 100 years old, but hey, we can't kill a vampire with daylight when he was just running around in the sun the day before. It's sort of a major flaw. I'll give the credit where it's due. The movie had to be one of the earliest attempts at stop-motion animation and other visual effects, while Max Schreck's performance made Orlok as real as any nightmare you've ever had. Best thing about Nosferatu? I'll never have to watch it again. Thanks for tagging in, and have a happy and safe Halloween weekend.